Hello? Hello? Um, what does he even say? What's the FNAF phone guy script? Hello? Hello, hello? I want to record a message for you. Help you get settled in on your first night. I actually haven't played FNAF in so long. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I'm too bad anyways. I don't I don't even know if I could ever do FNAF 2. I could probably play FNAF 1 again. Where I played those games on my phone. Oh my gosh, that was so difficult. I don't know if it would have been easier or harder. I'm just not much of a mobile gamer. Let me pull up side. Hop out the chat. Yo. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so excited to dig more. We'll definitely start with a little bit of that. I don't know. Huh? Oh, there you go. This guy. Creature. Okay. Let's go fix up the pick first. And then get back to digging. Oh, hello. Tried. I don't know if I'm assuming they can't. I really hope baby zombies like can't just jump up here and just start pickling. Oh, I think. Oh, it's enough to prevent two block tall mobs from getting through, so I would assume it's enough to prevent one block tall mobs from getting. Probably. Probably. Ugh. Okay, let's some glass then. I don't know. I don't mind ending up with a ton of emeralds, but I don't. I might as well put them to use at least a little bit. I probably should get some stone cutters, actually. I don't know. You can buy stone from them, can't you? I think it's an option. At this point, I have more emeralds than I know what to do with. I'll have to go back there. Hello. Or all the dirt. Fix all fixed up. Um, did I set apart a shulker for glass? I know I wanted to. Go ahead and do that. We should buy some more food too. I need to keep buying as much food as I can. So the more I buy now, less off. Well, across time it'll even out, but I don't know. I like buying in bulk, and then just having to mess with this later. Because I think the part that worries me, this is way down the line. Whenever I move on from this area, these guys just won't be bloated, so they won't refresh their trade. So of course I could just hang around and trade with them, or maybe I just set up like a huge villager, huge farming area, with a bunch of farming villages. Oh, put this back. I'll look around for a little more glass, but I don't think there should be that much around. Ah, popping next. Good. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I've gotten better at popping my neck. It feels nice when I pop it, but it's. I think it's a thing of where you just do it so much and your body gets used to it, so it just lets you start doing it. Oh, it's the same thing with my fingers. I pop my fingers probably way too much. I'm just looking around for glass to see if I can put it in that. Paper. Oh, I need to put that stone one away. I didn't even do that. Actually, I do need to check this list because I've actually made a couple of these things. I think did the shulker farm that can go. The creeper farm that can go. Actually, I'll move the here. This. I actually want to another protocol. Oh, that one's done too. Let's do pump. Man, I still got so much to do. That's okay. I think I'm gonna put the areas I want to expand out to at some point as these right ones. I actually want to do like a beta place. It's an island full of betas. No, it's like I only wanted to use things you could use in some version of beta. I don't know which one. Something before when hunger is added. I think 1.7.3 is the newest. Not beta. Beta build. I want to do a Limnos area. And this will be something I just return to every now and again. If I ever get like really bored, I can just keep expanding it. It just needs to be big, but there's no rush. Um, and it'll just be whatever I want. It'll probably be just calling it liminal is probably not the most accurate, but it is gonna be pretty absurd. I've wanted to do this for a while, but every time I get like I don't know, I wanted to do it in like a multiplayer server for a while, but they just never last long enough. I feel like I always need so many resources to do it. Beta build, liminal area, fantasy town, French city. I started playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate release recently, and I'm falling in love with the architecture in that game too. They I don't know who designs the maps, but they do such a good job. I think if genuinely if I could do like anything, or like all the future like snap my fingers, I would love to actually do stuff like that so much. That's probably why so many of my builds are just like cities. I just want to build. Admittedly, I'm saying that without having much of a city here. We're working on it. Oh, that does remind me. I'm gonna put all of these actually here. Fantasy town. Bench. One to put on. I don't know how many lines can. That sandstone, copper, bed, temple. Ugh. I I feel like that's some kind of. I don't want to say like Chinese. I don't even know. I don't know if it's Mayan or Chinese. I don't even know where I'm getting the idea from. But I want to write these down so I have them. This is gonna be super long term. But I kind of just want them in writing because I did forget about some of these. I kind of forgot about the beta. I feel like I'm forgetting about another one now, but there's not really much I can do. Mm. I think I want to do Underground City as well, but holy moly, it's gonna take forever. And who knows, it might just go under here. We looking. Okay, well, I'm gonna. All this have to come second. Digging this cave out and being done with it. I can't keep putting it. I gotta finish. I gotta finish it. Why have I been putting the stone ones in? There we go. those. I do need to get probably a healthy amount. Now that I've got this, I have no excuse not to get a healthy amount of wood, but we're doing this project first. I need to finish this. I said before, I'm kind of on a time limit, so. Bunch. That out, take that out. All these down here. Hopefully I should acknowledge separate. Back in. I probably shouldn't have just made so many, but too late now. I will use. But I did finally clip and ship all those shorts. I have them scheduled to release, so I think only one is out right now. I tried to set them up to where they'd be running, or like I'd be streaming. They came out. I did not accomplish that today. I did get up earlier. I did get up earlier and I started streaming earlier. I laid in bed for nothing, I won't lie. But I am streaming earlier. Wake up earlier. Keep doing it. I could push the upload date back a little bit more, but I think if I can't get it by like 5:30, I'm doing something wrong. I might try to cut up some more stuff. Even if it's slop, it's more content out there to help me. And then I learned something. I actually learned when I was cutting the videos up that the the screen size. So I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I know when some people did short form content, they would have to like cut up parts of the footage and then like move the elements around. So like the one I was thinking about was like it was some dude who had Mario Kart Shorts content, and all the UI elements are all in the corners. So he would just like cut out the middle of the screen and then put all the UI like above and below. But because of like the way the camera is cutting it, I actually like because the hotbar is just right in the middle. I will say for two of them, there isn't even like footage. It's just me talking, and that's just because I have the game paused. There's not much I can do. I think it's funny. Doing well in the algo. I already got 2 new subscribers from it. Subscrimbos. Scrimbos. I still got a long way to go on that front, but I feel like I'm sure I've said this before. This is such a hot take. It is just so much easier, I think, to grow on YouTube. But I think it'll feed into itself as you keep doing. I do kind of wish I would have done some of this sooner, actually. Like, if I had, like, several months of progress as opposed to just, like, one, I probably wouldn't be in, like, a substantially different spot, but I think it would help. Rude. Shut up. I don't know. Well, at least you know what? I'm sure I could have the exact same opinion if I started, like, a month from now, or an hour. Ugh. I need a dump. It's definitely getting really tall now. I actually don't know how much deeper I really need to go. Like, I can stop digging whenever. There isn't, like, must do it by this point. This is full. start grabbing from here. Dump that and that. I'll actually go ahead and sleep. I got out by day count, bro. Hmm. I don't know when, but I do at some point probably just need to go in like increments of 100. Day 500 might be a little too soon to do that, but I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing, I think I'm gonna stick with Minecraft, and then after break I'll probably do a little more variety. I'll have to figure out which game I want to play. Probably just one I haven't done before, not finished before. I'm leaning towards Silk Song, but we'll see. It's not set in stone. Not like this little cave right here. Uh, definitely feels very imposing. It's just now I'm trying to keep in mind of like, so the crystal, I don't, like, is this enough space for the crystal? I really don't know. I don't think so. I want to be pretty earthy. Is that a word? Say like a wide berth. But I don't know if you'd ever say something is birthy. Big berth. What are we at? Big shock. That guy's still at 5 million. That really does put into perspective. I don't even know. The thing is, too, is I don't even know if he ever uses like TNT. I'm sure he has at some point. Probably for like a perimeter. I don't think I would ever do a perimeter by hand. I would. No. I'm honestly like, I don't know. I should wait on it. I'm actually partially motivated to do like a guardian farm. Just to make the farm. I don't even care with the blocks right now. I know at some point I would. And it would be, well, I don't know. You can make it pretty nice XP, but I imagine the drowned affects that rates pretty roughly. So I'm not sure. I'm when I knew them, I knew you could make them as like XP farms, although you need a beacon set up so you wouldn't die. But I probably wouldn't use it as an XP farm. I don't know. The villagers give me everything I need. Wow. Oh, I'm so oh. Oh. Oh, where the player gets their... Where do they come from? Just their hands? Oh, they come from like a baba bird. Oh my gosh. I could regurgitate the stone back up out of my stomach. It's beautiful. Circle of life. Oh, brings a tear to my eye. This is how I know I toys. Bro, I don't think I've ever seen like the last time any of you have been to a gas station. When you get your drink, they always have the lids that have like the little bumps you can push in. I think it's supposed to indicate like what kind of drink it is. I have never seen employees actually use that. I feel like if anything, it's always just been like a toy for me to push down when I was a kid. Oldest version of what are those toys even called? I don't even know. How are they called? Toys with buttons you push down. I feel like they're called like fidget toys or whatever. Yeah, pop fidget toys. Back of my day, that's all I had. It was the lids off of sodas. Oh, peeling glue off my skin and else. Those are the quirky things. Stabbing my eraser with my pencil multiple times and flicking them around like Beyblades and I'm not like other kids. I played with my school supplies. And no one after my generation has ever done that. Villager. Ah. I have to listen. I have to study them. No better experience than field experience. I think they're on top of the mound. I heard it pretty loudly, but imagine they're too loud. Or are they? Or is it in the cave? I'm not crazy, right? I read the text. Maybe I am hosting. Maybe it was all a fantasy. I can't sing. I'm not gonna do it. He's probably in a cave. He's deeper. I don't think they spawn on the surface, right? I don't think they ever like intentionally spawn in a cave. It might spawn stone if it's the highest layer, but was my Opens ear. Listens. I think I'm leaving the village. I don't know. I just wrote the bottle. Ah! You know, it's probably like a curse. You make too many noises and you turn into one of them. My schnoz is getting so big and uh, uh, uh. Forest village. I I hope I'm the first person who said that. And I'm kind of sad for like multiple reasons. Ugh. Yes, I really am. Do that again. I'll do the other one. I I guess they updated like all the sounds with the. Was it the tiny takeover or did they update it before? I don't remember. You have anything new? You just liked it. Gross. Where is it? Oh, go back, I think. Uh, eh. Hello. Hello. Give me give me some of that. Oh, oh, thank you for staying here. Ugh. So good. So right. Right. I think of like all the newest changes. The light level change is so good. I'm probably still being a lot more aggressive with my lights than I need to. The light level change being, I think it's as if it's higher than one, mobs can't spawn. At least overworld mobs. I think the Nether is still pretty. I think the Nether is still different. That's the Nether. I don't know. I did. Did I? Did I buy it? I don't remember if I did. How long is the Steam sale still going for? There's like a couple more games. I bought a few. I think there's a couple more I was curious about, but I don't know if I want to like buy them on the chance I just don't end up playing them. Of course, I have an excuse now to play more games, but still a lot. Still quite the backlog. Ugh. I've become the fidget toy. Not very loud. I can't do the. I don't know how you do the drop sound. How people do they like their cheek? I can't. I don't know if that's just for show. I feel like it's got to be just for show. Not clicking your tongue. Oh, I scared that. That was a real person. Well, you know what they. You know what I held them for 20 minutes, 10 minutes. I held them for 10 minutes. I'm proud of that. Better than like the two I do before. Ah, let's go sleep. Go sleep. Fix up the pig. Let me turn off the. I'm so happy I learned about this. It's F3 and P. And this is so usually whenever I'd want to run farms but keep the game or like tab out, I would always have to or if I wanted to run farms AFK, I would always have to and be able to tab out. I would have to open to LAN. I don't know if oh, this is open to LAN. I don't know if opening to internet is different. I guess it wouldn't really matter because no one else is on my net. As long now as I hit just the window key, it should keep running. Looks like it's still running on stream. I can't hear it anymore. Still going. Take a look at the. Walking the tag. I didn't know walking simulators. That's funny. I'm not gonna spend too long looking through. But for through July 9th. Okay, I still have a healthy amount of these. Oh, it's nice they just show you your wish list. There's so much Rain World DLC. That's crazy. Of all the new games I bought, let me see if I can remember. I bought Rain World, Hyper Light Drifter, Disco Elysium, Cruelty Squad. Like I'm missing enough. Blood. Man, it's insane how cheap Binding of Isaac is. I'm so bad. Bro, this is like the perfect time to play Binding of Isaac. What's the other game? I bought Ultimate Chicken Horse, but that was separate. Hotline Miami, and then Dead Cells. I didn't end up buying. I know there's a game called Lucid Blocks, and I've heard kind of mixed things, but I think I would like it. It is on sale, although not for much. Alan. Hey, chap. You don't, I mean, Whatever you want. I'm just here. And you know what? I'm streaming a whole... I don't even know when I'm gonna say hour earlier. I'm taking a quick break and I'm looking at Steam, so I can do it later. I think there's a couple more games I want to nab, but I don't know how much more money I want to drop. It's an investment, Alan. It's an investment in my streaming career. I just gotta start playing other games first. Minecraft and Reaper and... all I've done so far is finish one more. The layer that I started last night. Trading up to heal my pick. Oh, about that. What's the day after tomorrow? Go to the 31st? Oh, no, it is tomorrow. Oh my god, it's in 4 hours. Oh, no. Yeah, tomorrow's in 4 hours. Time zones. Ah. You're East Coast. Never mind. I I am getting down to the point. I I think I'm close to height-wise where I want the first chamber to be, but I know I want to go a little more. I'm getting close. I don't think it's gonna be too many more layers. Plus, the thing is too is the floor. I'm gonna have it like get. I'm doing it in like big steps right now, but I'm gonna have it like slope down a little bit, not much. So the floor near the entrance is gonna be higher than the floor near the portal. Uh, Probably actually. I know there's XP back there. Oh, I can run through. I could run through with my Elytra and I'll be fine. It just I get like retapped and gotta do another outline. Ow. It's getting kind of polished, ain't it? I don't know. There's not really much of a reason to like build it up. Tear it down. Oh, that reminds me. You finished your description, right? 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 Know everything there is to know about your character now, right? No doubts in my mind. Perhaps watch. Is that 4 hours remaining? Tells Alan you must finish it before art fight officially starts. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see. Bruh. I probably won't participate like immediately. I did wake up not too long ago, so like most of my day will be around that, but I have to make dinner tonight. take up like an hour. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on how motivated I am. I might. I don't know. I probably the smart thing would be yes, I should. I think I think you already know. I'm going on a trip and I'll be gone for like most of the start of Art Fight. I'll have like I think I'll be here until probably either the 5th or the 6th, and then I'm going away for like 8 days. So, if not more, 8 to 10 days. It's gonna be ruinous, Alan. It's gonna be ruinous. MV Garb on YouTube. Are you still here? I mean, even if you're not, I can say. I would like the two best things in my mind are one to take things super slowly. You're not in a rush. Well, I don't know. It's kind of antithetical. You're not in a rush, but you kind of are. The sooner you can get up to better gear, the safer you will be, but you just don't have to like sprint everywhere. And you are just gonna have close encounters too. Even pretty late on, depending on what you end up doing. Um, I mean, the best thing you can do is prepare. The more knowledge you have, the more safer you can take things. I would always probably bring blocks with you. So you can like block off mobs if you have to, or if you have to pillar up or whatever. It's kind of generic, but I don't know what else to say other than just play it safe. Like I had a WZ. I don't. I'm sorry. How to pronounce that? But I had a pretty hairy encounter in the Nether not too long ago, actually. Maybe at like 100 days. I had a pretty scary encounter in the Nether, and I got down to like 1 heart. And the only reason I lived is because I brought some fire resistance potions with me. I could swim into lava and not get killed by a piglin brute. Um, Having a bow is pretty nice. The more you can do to keep yourself out of danger, the better. That comes with the preparation. That comes with the blocks of keeping mobs away. Um, if you can have a bow or if you can get a shield. There's a lot of stuff you can do before you get like super, super deep too. And I also think too adding in copper, like that copper between the iron and the leather, actually makes it like a lot easier to get out of the early game. With one just being how plentiful it is. You also just don't have to do more than you have to. Uh, but also, I'm kind of strange because like I think I did the Ender Dragon by day 50. I ran in with like I think some diamond, some iron. It's kind of a mix. Also, too, just the more experience you can get. Like something I've done is I was really worried about going to the bastions and go deep dark to get my swift sneak. So I just went into a creative world on hard mode because the only difference between hard mode and hardcore is just the permadeath. Everything else is the exact same. Excuse me. Everything else is the exact same. So you just go into like a creative world on hard, and you can just test some things out with like your armor and see how you could fare. But I think as long as you know what you're doing, you can put yourself into pretty good positions. I also like having the closed captioning, the thing in the bottom right. It can just show you where mobs are if you're a little unsure. I have a little hard time hearing stuff as well, so I always really appreciate captions. Aside from that, um, I don't know. I took this world on a little differently too, because I didn't let myself use farms and I didn't let myself use farms till I did till I beat the Wither, and I didn't let myself use villagers until I killed the Ender Dragon. Villagers are a pretty easy way to just get really good. You just find a village, get some Fletchers, get an armor, get some toolsmiths, and just do stick trades. Kind of boring, but it works. Which at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, right? This guy asked me that he left. Oh my. No, it's okay. I don't know. I never really gave it much. I'm trying to think back to like I start? Because it wasn't really that. It was about a month ago. It wasn't that long. I don't feel like I did anything crazy though. I don't know. It's. I've got so much experience to where it's just hard to like relate. You can know a lot about a subject and not be great at teaching it, and that's kind of how I feel about Minecraft Hardcore. I've just played this game so much that I've got okay grasp of how things work. I'm no god. Like, I would get destroyed in PvP. Probably minigames too. I've got a good sense of staying alive. I don't know. I think I literally almost died on the first day. I mean that too. Your biggest risk is just early on when you have gear. Your first goal should always be getting gear. Doesn't need to be max level, but just like something so you don't get like two shot. And after that, it's up to you. Because like I don't think I got good gear until about day 100. I had like survivable gear. Don't get me wrong. Like I wasn't dying anytime soon unless I did something really stupid. The dumbest thing I think I did was build a windmill without feather falling. So if I fell off the fan, I would have just died. But I've had to like remind myself multiple times not to do like intentionally, not to get lazy and do stupid things. It's worked a lot more than I thought it would. Of course, that kind of ego is why I'm gonna die in like 50 days. But uh, other than build, I mean, like Minecraft is just a game that you make of it. Um, like in my mind, I and I wouldn't even say I speed ran. Like this is actually pretty slow for me. If I wanted to speedrun, I would have done villager trades like day one, day two. I would completely ignore making a base and found it. But in my mind, it's actually the other way around. Once you speedrun, then all you can do is build. And that's the part I want to get to, which is that's the part I'm pretty much at now. Um, and there is some other variety to do. Like, I still have a couple of combat things. Well, admittedly, I have done a trial, and I've gotten my mace, although I still need. Hello, it's a sandbox. What do you want me to say? You can make whatever goal you want. I just want to build a bunch, so this game works out really well for me. I do like the process of gearing up, don't get me wrong. But like, this is also the first time I've been able to like actually receive the benefits of my grind for longer than like a week. Because I just haven't played solo in a long time, or if I do, I'd never play for a day. I don't know, everything you do also just builds on itself too. Like right now, in terms of farms, I like building farms, so I don't mind to. Like right now, I've got the shulker farm, I've got a creeper farm, I've got sugarcane farm, I've got an iron farm, I've got villagers. I think those are the four farms I have. I know it's not really a villager, say, but it's a trading hall. Um, and those things all like feed into each other. So the creepers give me give me gunpowder. Or actually, the iron let me trade with villagers, so then I could start buying enchantment books. The sugarcane let me make paper, so I could also trade, but then I could use it later for rockets. Um, with the creeper farm, but then I could also use TNT to get netherite. I don't know. It just if you're doing something, you'll be fine. You're making some kind of progress. It might not all be like the most obvious. Um, there. Like, advance. I'm just gonna tentatively say advancement. Oh, I never picked all these up. Oh, they all despawn. Oh shoot. That's what I get for rambling. Like even just building up your base just makes it so you have a much safer area to live in. That's the other thing too. If you can just find like an area and just light it up, you'll be fine. Because if nothing can spawn, you can't really be attacked by anything. Then you can just spend your time there getting stronger. Of course, you still have to venture like down to the caves or. So the safest thing you could do is just trade with village easily. That's why I didn't let myself do it for a while. Like another prep that I always do, which I think is a lot simpler now. When I went into the dragon fight, I brought with me two things to help me not die from fall damage, which in my mind was like the most dangerous thing in the end fight. Now I know some people are the Enderman can be an issue. I've done the fight enough to where I generally don't look at Enderman when I'm doing a fight. If I do, it's usually only one. Um, but to counter that, I'll bring with like with me, I'll bring 2 buckets of water just so I can make a water source, and I'll just start dunking water everywhere. Oh, hello, hello. The what that for one, you have a safe spot to run from Endermen because if you get in the water, they don't go in the water. And then two, the if the Ender Dragon knocks you up, it's not a high chance, but if it knocks you up nearby, you could just land in it. Or realistically, I also bring like slow falling with me. It's literally the only time I ever use slow falling potions is in that fight, and that's just so if you get knocked in the air, you don't have to worry about like clutching or anything. You could try clutching with a whole host of things, but that's just a risk you don't have to take. I think that's probably the more okay. If I were to be like the most, if I were to summarize everything, just be as risk adverse as possible. Like me bringing fire resistance potions to the Bastion, even though I thought I wouldn't need it, literally saved my life. I actually probably could have been fine without the slow falling. I think I would have probably still lived that fight. It didn't hurt to have. Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna have a fun time getting up here now. Kind of run out of space to carve my stairs. I guess I can just do it there. Else. I don't know. I think that's like the most simply I can put it. Just be risk adverse. Play like a coward. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with playing like a coward in Minecraft Hardcore. I mean, you can do like something I'm doing, which is not risk adverse, is I'm not using a totem at all. I don't want to. I don't plan to use totems until I do every advancement. Even then, I'm still kind of unsure. Now, in my mind, that's just because I don't. It, uh, but this once again, this just goes back to the experience thing, where I typically play Minecraft on hard mode. Not hardcore is a pretty new thing for me, but I've played so much of Minecraft on hard mode, I've just gotten used to it. Like this is the default difficulty. I'm just a little bit of a pro. No, I'm just saying that like I've gotten used to how it plays now. And the game's also just as hard as you really make it to be, you know? Like other than like the initial hump of getting sources to make sure you have gear. Like the totem thing is a restriction I'm imposing on myself. You don't have to go into a deep dark day 3. You don't have to punch a polar bear on day 2. You don't have to fight the Ender Dragon in 10 days and have the perfect hardcore start. Kill the dragon, 50 beacons. You just don't have to do that. In fact, if anything, the thing that's going to take up the most time is if you just keep dying over and over and over and over, and you can't really make substantial progress. But I also think I play a decent amount of games that punish you for playing poorly, like a lot. Yeah, I'm a bit of a Dark Souls gamer. I'm a bit serious. I actually haven't played Dark Souls in a while. I'm a fraud. Um, I think that too. I imagine if you just play games that are like, it's not like an immediate translation. Like I genuinely wonder if I was playing I haven't done it recently, but I played a lot of Repo before this, like solo Repo, and that's in a way that's also kind of hardcore. There is a reviving thing now, but if I died at all, I have to start over a new run. Kind of taught me to be a little more precious with my life rather than just doing stupid stuff for I don't know. I don't know. There's also kind of a I don't know if you I compared to like driving where like or like getting gas. If I ever notice my car is like under half 50% gas, or if I ever notice my HP is under 50%, I immediately flee. I just give up. I don't even bother. I just get out of there, preserve my life no matter what. Like maybe even acting like you just have less health would probably help you. And the more information you can have, the better. I don't know, I'm gonna say all that and I'm gonna die in like 5 minutes. Stacked, what day is it? 3:48. It's up in the top left. Right now I am digging out a cave for my nether portal. We're most I think we're at least half of the way there. I have a little more digging to do, especially in the back half. Coming along. Oh yeah, the beacon. I don't know. I probably also just got lucky too. I think that's probably just like the truest thing. Once you get over that initial hurdle, it just I think it'll be. Will watch you because you're good at. Um, right now it's just one on Twitch and two on YouTube. It's inflated by one, but that's because I'm watching, so I can read your. I don't know if there's another way to do it that doesn't like affect the viewer count. I don't know of it. I just have the stream open on like my laptop to the side. So it's a little inflated. I'm viewbotting. I'm viewbotting. No! Well, I'm not a bot. I don't even know if I'd say that I'm. Hmm, I don't know where I'd place myself in terms of skill. Like I said earlier, I am not. I'm terrible at PvP. If anyone fights me in PvP, I would get destroyed. I'm probably not even. I'm sure there are better hardcore players too. I mean that just comes with like having a longer going world. But, like I don't think you should just look at the day count and see like, oh, this guy's on day 50,000. That means he's the well, okay, 50,000. No, 50,000. Like you can easily inflate your day count if you just hide in a hole and do nothing. As long as you don't move, you can't starve. So you just hide in a hole and you let your computer run for 10 years. Holy moly, Minecraft hardcore day 100,000. I think it's a little more impressive when people have like a lot to show for their time. That's kind of hard to gauge, you know, because not everyone plays at the same time. I actually play pretty slowly, which I think helps me in staying alive too. I don't know. I generally don't react very quickly. Minecraft's also just not a game where you have to have like insane mechanics and you have to react and be very snappy. Ugh. Alan, I think it's working. Getting traction. I'm gonna be. I'm the next PewDiePie. I'm calling it right now. Ugh. I actually, I actually don't know which is gonna happen first. So Twitch and YouTube both have like monetization programs. Twitch has affiliate, and then I think you can partner, and then YouTube. Actually, I don't know what YouTube calls it. I don't think it's verification. No, verified's probably something else. Check. Um, they have some kind of monetization. YouTube Studio. I don't know which one I'm gonna hit first. Oh, interesting. Alan, I can see when you're just listening. So you tap. That's so weird. Ugh. I don't like knowing that. Oh, you did that. Oh. I thought that did that like because you tabbed out or something. Admittedly, I guess I don't know how you type if you tabbed out. Oh, okay. Well, so what I do is I pop out the chat so I can read it on top of the stream. Let's see. What's it called? I don't know if it has a name. Like the monetization. I think it's just called monetization. I don't think it has any other. I don't know which one I'm gonna hit first, actually. I part of me actually thinks. Well, I pop out chat, so I could actually like I could close my stream but still be typing. I have both running just so I can see like both side to side, so I make sure the stream quality isn't terrible. Huh? I think I'm more likely to hit YouTube first, honestly. I don't know, growing on Twitch is so. I'm actually shocked when I think like the biggest Minecraft horror person right now. Well, I don't know if he's streaming right now. The Linksy guy. I think he's bigger on Twitch than he is on YouTube. It's shocking to me because I feel like it's always the other way around. I don't know. I guess he probably just has his presence established there more. But I don't know how many people. I really don't. Because the markers on YouTube. Oh, click. The the things for monetization on YouTube have three things: three video uploads in the last 3 days, 500 subscribers, and then either 3,000 watch hours on long form content, or actually that might include in the last year, or um 3 million views on shorts. I have 835 for content. That's not happening. So I'm more likely to get the watch hours, which I think makes more sense for being a streamer. There is another tier after that for monetization. You have to hit like 1,000 subscribers, and then you need 4,000 watch hours. Isn't it shorts feet? I don't even know. I don't know. Oh, I need a dump. Ugh. But we'll see. I imagine it all just like forces itself. Oh. I'm really just digging down however deep I think I need to go to cram this crystal in here. Like, is that gonna be enough? I actually kind of have to stop there because so right now I'm digging underneath a mound and then like you can see out there I'm actually poking out. I will cover that up later, so I'm not too worried. But I can't really go that high right there. That's why I have to go so a lot deeper, which I kind of don't mind. I want to be a little more. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. 'Cause I really would like to have some more UI elements on stream, but I really don't want if I decide to clip up or cut up the stream, make a some kind of content. I don't know if I'd want all the elements there. So the obvious answer would be you record separately. I don't know with OBS if you can record just the video and then have the stream. I imagine you can, but that just takes my performance too much to do about that. Also, then too, I need to be a little more on top of actually editing, rather than just letting it go, because recording like 6 hours of footage destroys your. Could try recording it in a lower quality file. I could never. I'm not one to write stories for my characters. Maybe one day I will. So, like even just having like the little the traits or the facts about my character, like all of my ranking, brain power. I probably could have done it better. That's okay. Not static. Alright. God, motherfucker. Damn. I'm so fat. Full of stone. At least I hope you see now, looking at that chest, why I'm so grateful to have all these shulkers. Because I want you to think every two of these is another double chest. Full. Oh my god. Sadly, I don't think you can get any more I think this is like the most condensed you can. Um, if you were storing like a variety of items, you could probably use bundles in place, but since I'm literally just doing stone, I don't think there's anything more I can do. Guess you can't put shulkers inside of shulkers. Ah, big stretch. Yeah, in a single double chest, you can now store. How many slots is it? It's 9 wide, 6 tall, so 54 slots. 27? Oh, we had chest. You store 27 items worth. 27 double chest of items worth single double. If you have enough shulkers. Which is still a lot, don't get me wrong. And that's kind of like the principle I'm going to rely on when I get to making my storage. Because you see how much more condensed that is. I didn't count exactly, but I think it was 18 chest slots, so I'd have 9 double chests full of stone. And I still have more to go. I'm hoping, too, that all the stone I'm mining up will... hoping I'll pull it to you. I don't know. We'll see. A lot to get through. I really don't know. I definitely know I'm not going down to Deep Slate. I'm only at Y50. I still have a lot down where I could go. Ugh. A lot of down more I could... I'm a wordsmith of all time. Truthfully. Bro, I don't know if I'll... I guess it just well, if the... I've been studying Japanese for a while, but I'm not very proficient at all. Like, I could pick up on a couple things here and there. And I can even read some stuff, although very slowly, and probably not understand most of it. But I feel like I'm a lot more proficient with English. Like I can just make up bullshit earlier. Like you didn't hear it earlier. I don't think birthy is a word. Not like like a width. Like you would say someone has like a wide berth, or you give someone a wide berth space. I don't think birthy is a word, but I understand what it means. But like I can't just like make up words in another language. I doubt. I don't know how long I'd have to study to get to that point where I can just start making up stuff. You're not wrong. Well, that's what I was thinking too. Is like girthy's a word. Like girthy probably would have been a better word there, although it feels kind of weird. It's a weird word. But I can still understand what it means, even if it... I don't know, words are whatever we want them to be, at the end of the day. Pretty flexible. I can say something and you can understand it. We can both have a good understanding of what it means. It works. I fully... Oh my... I feel like I just emptied everything. think that flexibility language is also just kind of scary too. Because was it like there is only for now and only for these items, as we'll see how long this lasts. Like something that I don't know, they can both be anything and not really. It's like at the end of the day, we're using the language to hope we can convey an idea that we all like an understood idea. But that might just not always be the case. But it's like impossible to really prove that because there's no way to like transmit like my my words are the best I can do to transmit communicate my thoughts to you to another person, and I hope you can understand what I mean when I say that. And like 99% of the time, that's generally true. No, you don't. That's the point. You don't understand. You don't understand. No one ever understands. No one understands me. Ugh. Ugh. It's not a phase. I don't know. I know with Art Fight coming out, I really don't know. There's so much I want to do, and I'm on like I think like a 6 day time limit at this point. Six. So this was. Um, I need to take advantage. Well, I'm bringing that up because like, such an annoying time to go on a trip, really. 'Cause I feel like I'm finally making progress on stuff, and then I have to. Not to say I'm not happy to go see my family. I don't know. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'll do art fight stuff per se. I'm gonna bring my tablet with me, and I'll try to draw something while I'm out. See what ends up happening. I know. I haven't told my dad about this, so I'm splitting it up in like it's two. It's a big trip, and we're doing two separate things. Going down to see one of my sisters in Texas, and we're gonna spend like 5 days down there, doing a ton of stuff. I don't even know if I'm gonna have much free time, like at all. Um, but then after that, we're coming back up closer to where I live, and we're going on. I don't know what to call it other than like just like a nature getaway, because I think we're gonna go fishing. I think we're gonna go hiking. Um, Something I didn't tell him. I'm keeping it as a surprise. I have the stuff ready. I just need to bring. Is I'm gonna force him to paint with me. Like I'm bringing some canvases. I'll bring paint. I got like a whole extra set of brushes and a palette. I'm gonna force him to paint with me, and then I'm gonna whatever I end up making, we'll probably just find somewhere and just do like a landscape. And then I'm gonna give him mine, and then I imagine if I give him mine, he's gonna give me his. I mean, who knows? Maybe he could just have two paintings. We'll see. I don't mind. Um, so like that's the only art I know for sure I'm gonna do while I'm out. But I am gonna bring my tablet with me. Oops, I can draw some. I We'll see. I mean, I don't know. It should be a trip I should be spending time with my family. So we'll see what happens. Like, I'm sure if I really wanted to, I am. If I really wanted to, I'm sure. Like, even while I'm down during Texas is gonna be even significantly more busy, I think. Also too, just because like I'll be doing the nature thing with my dad, and I imagine my sister's a little more energetic than him. And no, she just is. Not, I don't even imagine she just is. She likes doing a ton of stuff because she knows that she only has so much time, and she's really busy. Whereas my dad's retired, so he doesn't care as much. Um, Oh my gosh, Carbo Connection's beat up. No. Uh-oh. Good stream moment. Good stream's like. Hmm. What I'm gonna I imagine I could probably squeak in some drawing like either the morning, like right early in the morning, or more realistically like late at night. I won't have like my own room, though, and I'm a bit of a shy drawer, so I'd probably want to wait until everyone's asleep. I don't know. I probably won't do much during taxes. I think I'll have more of a shot to draw during the little nature getaway. Seems kind of goofy to use a drawing tablet while you're in a nature getaway. We'll see. I do want to do at least one attack for sure. I think. Oh no, we are definitely getting pretty. I won't lie. I just don't know if this is enough space for. I need to be careful about falling in there. That would hurt a lot. It won't kill me, but I just don't know if that's enough space. It is a lot now. I think it's like at least. I think it's 12 blocks if I'm guessing. At least 10. Okay, here's what we'll do. Oh, I can't decide. Like, I want it's gonna be like a diamond-shaped crystal. It's gonna come out in the middle. It's gonna go back in at the bottom of the top. And then like around the middle is where I want like a little wooden thing to be. Obviously, this will come down a little. I just don't know if that's. I don't know if it's the height I want. I feel like I want. I want a little. No, I want a little more. I want a little more. I know for sure. I think I'll do one more outline where we dig down 2 blocks, but I think this might be. And then I match the depth of that. And I can still always build it back up too. Of course, it'll just take more time. And it's not like the beacon's going. Beacon's staying. Wah. Last bio. Hot dog. Sure you upload them. I had to make sure to stay I uploaded. I was thinking when I finish it, I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, but that was me just being. Good thing I finished them the day. Yeah, well, I only have one, so it's not like I can do it. And maybe it would help. I don't even, like, in my mind, all of my characters are separate. They have, like, no interaction with each other. Probably would help if I designed, like, more characters who are supposed to interact. I do have, like, this idea for Casey. I have, like, this idea of, like an armadillo barkeeper guy. I don't know why, it just, like, it rubs my mind the right way. But he's more just, like, to fill out that world. He's not, like, a dearly beloved. I don't know. I love the idea of like merging like animals, plants, and all that stuff. But, like she doesn't have any family. She doesn't have any friends. She's a loner because her world is just her and the mesa, and that's it. One sec. I've kind of been raw dogging this. I've been some two open. Oops, shoot. Oh, I was supposed to go out. Oh, I can reach. Yay. I wasn't supposed to do that. Ah. Oh, oh, not another one. At least I have the sponge. I don't know, there's so much you can do to make your character design so much more interesting. And like a big chunk of it is it's not world building, but it's a very related word. Story. The more story you can tell with your character, the more interesting. Hey. Like maybe you give a character a bracelet because like it's her something your sister made for her. I don't know. Or maybe you like make her gun weathered because she's been using it so much and she's been out and I don't know. That kind of world building does help. It's hard to do in like a single character illustration. I think that's actually like why scars on characters are so interesting. That tells like, ooh, what this character is probably a fighter. How'd they get that scar? Even like the kind of scar too, like where it is. Oh, you could do so much with it. Everything matters, Alan. Everything matters. Of course, you also do have to remember at the end of the day that, and I was thinking about that when I was making my character sheet. You might like obsess and drool over your character. That is just not true for. So the more easily you can convey that, the better. Because there is just so many. Even if yours are special and mine are special to me, probably not special like 99.9. No, we don't have the time. Obsessed with every character. Shit. Gotta make yours stand out. Go through. I will not forget the items this time, I promise. Unless I really took that long and they already despawned, this is not a good sign. Oh my gosh, they actually were despawning. Ooh. I don't know. I do think, and me saying this is funny because I don't think I'm doing a great job of it yet. I think like honestly, if I want to get like a more traditional job, I actually think it would be in like advertising. I love the idea of like trying to get people's attention. I'm not doing a great. I might be live streaming with people because I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you're trying to. Like even as like an artist, you're trying. I mean, like that is like pretty important to an artist, even if you're not like doing like advertising as an artist. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm making it sound so. I'm making like art sound so commercial. Just isn't. I think even if you aren't making money off of it, like it is really important to be eye catching. Well, I don't know. It's like the philosophy of me. Well, like Okay, I don't think it's absurd to say that when you design a character that's appealing to you. That's like I think like the coldest take I could probably give. Even if the character is like maybe you design like an intentionally ugly character, but they're still appealing to you in some way, you know? Now, if you could then turn that into being as appeal, I don't. That's when like you get your brand safe. That's when it's appealing to as many people as possible. But I would hope like through some social or shared feeling that if you design a character that's appealing to you, it would probably be appealing to other people too, for some reason or other. I don't know. I'd have to think more on it. I could just ramble my way. Ugh. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna just start with two, and then I'll probably just do another. Instead of doing another outline, we'll just knock out the last layer here. Oh, my pickaxe. I was not paying. Scary. Figure out this. Like, I don't know. In my mind, if I can design characters that are appealing to me, I hope they appeal to other people. Might not be like 100% true. I think it's generally true. I am probably gonna have to do a lot of trade. Fix up my gear. Looks like they're not refreshing trades, so I think it's too late. Really? Early. I'm gonna try to fix it up all the way. I can do some trades with other villagers. I can buy more glass, actually. I I wish I could see like how much XP I've pumped into this pickaxe, because holy moly, bro. I have not been keeping track, but I think I've said me doing a whole layer, me doing 2 blocks, gets destroys like half of my pickaxe, if not a little more. Actually, I would say a little more, over half. Oh, like I would assume, I probably durability wise, I've gone through like 6 netherite pickaxes just digging this area out. Hard to say because obviously I haven't had to remake any, but oh, box. Should be good after I did this round of trading. I'd still buy glass anyways, just so I have it. Do both. Start buying glass, and I'll just run through the back, and then I'll have some extra levels, and maybe I could chance a trident. Been needing to file set. Doesn't really seem like a house for me to. The shovel. Oh, I guess the hoe needs it. Sure. Ow. Just because that guy has an iron axe, I was being not very. I didn't realize he was picking up items, and when I was trading with one of these guys to level them up, I was just throwing the iron tools in the back and picking them up, and then hanging out down here. Hello. He does not care. Okay. Okay, we're all fixed up. The bow doesn't have mending, so there's nothing I can. That's okay. Oh. Oh. Back down. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if you have to give me a second. The one thing I wish Spotify would do, I don't remember what it's called. I know there was like another music app, but I wish you could queue songs, and then I wish you could queue next, and it would like skip the because I have a big queue of stuff I want to listen to, but I have stuff I want to listen to right now. To move it by hand, and it's annoying if you have a. Maybe Spotify does have that feature, and I just somehow missed it. I've used it for like years. Done. One more song. There we go. Okay, that's better. I don't know, the caves have torn this apart so much, it's kind of hard to tell I need to dig. My outline method isn't working well anymore. I think this is actually perfect because I'm ending at the beacon layer too. That just so I can get out. I originally had the beacon here, but then I moved it to make a little more sense so I could have the cave bigger. Because, like, imagine this was the halfway point. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. This is a lot grander. Which is what I want. Part of me kind of misses being able. I don't know if you've been here and I mentioned it. I used to do before Deep Slate was added. I would do something similar to actually what I'm doing right now. I would take a beacon, a haste beacon, all the way down to the bottom of the world around Y11, and I would just start mining up the entire 100 by 100 square, looking for diamonds. I don't even know why, because I never really needed that many. I think I did it literally just for the fun of doing. Taking me so long. Admittedly, I think this is taking me significantly longer than doing that. I'm kind of sad you can't, like, I wouldn't do it anymore, even if I could, but, like, the fact you can't instant mine Deep Slate is just so disappointing to me. It's like, also, too, now if you want to make something that goes that deep, I feel like you are, like, kind of need a TNT machine. If you want anything deep and big, you need TNT. Which, no. That would mean some kind of TNT duper. Do TNT dupers even exist on Bedrock? I don't even know if they do. Go. I don't know. I know Bedrock is squirrely. Like, if I really want to clear like a big area, I wouldn't be shocked if I do want to do like another underground thing. I'll probably use TNT. It would be. It's not ideal because I'm gonna. The way they work is you destroy so much of the landscape. Like, the benefit of this is I do have the precision. I can do the level of precision I want. But with TNT dupers, you just nuke a whole region. You'd have to build it back up, and even if it would be faster, I feel like I don't know. I'll probably do it at some point. I know I'm gonna make a witch farm, and to do that properly, you need to nuke like a whole massive perimeter. I know I'm gonna do that at some point. And what I've seen some people do, I don't know if I do it myself. What they do, to decorate them, is you need to destroy that whole region so nothing else can spawn. Um, but they like decorate the perimeter wall. I thought about doing that, but I know that would take it a really long time. But it'd look cute. It'd probably just be like a lot of pixel art. I'm not really crazy about pixel art myself, but I don't know what else I'd do. Or like mosaics and stuff. We'll see. I don't know. First I gotta build that witch farm. That, I don't know. Witch farm is really powerful. But you really only do it to get like unlimited redstone. Which admittedly, having unlimited redstone, my big item sorter, kinda nice. I will need a lot. I won't lie. I will need a lot of redstone. The other thing too is like, um, to take advantage. So carving a perimeter takes a long time. Like even with TNT machines, I've heard people say it takes like 30 hours. It is not quick by any means. And then you have to do a lot of maintenance on it because like if it hits any water or lava pockets, you have to go in and manually clear it out, and it just, ugh, it's a whole nightmare. But what some people will do, and what I might end up doing, is they cram in farms that aren't mob farms. So they might do like a sugarcane and a bamboo and a cactus, so they can take advantage of all that giant space they've carved out and just have it like a bunch of resources to be generated. Obviously, you can only really have the one mob farm. We'll see. I don't know. I already have the sugarcane farm. If I do another one, it will not. I don't know. If I do another one, it will not look very pretty. But I could have one on like a bigger scale. course, why would I need that much paper? I have no idea. It'd probably be a good if I do a witch farm. It'd probably be a good space to do like bulk resources. Like maybe I just set up like a million sheep farms so I can get a ton of wool. Of course, I think what some people do, I think for actual wool farms, I think they just do string farms. Because you can get, I feel like you can get string a lot faster than. Of course, it's a lot more annoying to like dye it yourself. So if you want colored wool, it's you also need probably a dye farm with it, which I do want to do at some point. But a dye farm is also very low key. All a dye farm is you look for where flowers generate. So you'd have to do it in a flower forest, which would be hard to overlap with a witch farm because that needs a swamp. But you look for that overlap of like where a bunch of flowers generate because the flowers always. Actually, I'll just show you. Hold on. I'll demo this really quick. Flowers, what flower generates in an area is actually already predetermined, I believe. So you can take advantage of that principle and force certain flowers to grow. So let me go get some bones. Actually, I have bone blocks out here. Right here. Okay. Red right here. Mm. I think that's more true for flower biomes. I think for these wild ones, it's not as true. I know when people do their flower farms, they put them in very specific locations. They usually have to see how the flowers generate. I think for ones like I don't know where a flower forest is. Sorry. Like I imagine even the flowers up there in the meadow are probably kind of random like those ones were. Let's see. Yeah, these look pretty random. I don't know where a flower forest is. I can't damn. Yes. So I guess but that also just doesn't give you every color. So like to get black, you'd either need a wither rose farm, which they do exist actually. I think um I think you have to break one of the you have to take advantage of the actually I don't know. I think you have to take advantage of the the end teleporters that go to the outer end islands. I think you like modify one of those to like house a wither and then ugh. um or you can make a squid farm, which pretty ugly, but they do work. All I'm saying is like you need other things to get other colors. So like then you need like a cactus farm for green dye. Um I don't know how many other dyes you can get. Because I know the doubles. You get red, you get pink, you get yellow. That gives you orange. Um I think there is a flower that is blue dye. I don't remember which one it is. I know you can get blue dye from lapis too, and you can get lapis from villagers and I think I've said before, but a shocking like not all of it, but like I think over 80% of the materials in Minecraft are renewable. Yeah, but do cornflowers generate in a forest? The light blue ones, those are in the swamp. Um, or I don't know if that's a cyan. I think it's light blue. Wow. Of course, you can just farm white dye using bone meal and white flowers too. Actually, Are there white flowers? Sure. Oopsie daisies. There we go. I know there's like light gray. I don't know if there's a straight white flower. So much coal ore and copper. Lily Valley is white? I didn't know that. I assumed it was another light gray. Favorite Minecraft flower for me. Ugh. go ahead and fix up the pick a little more. It's not that damaged, but if I do it now, I don't have to do as much later. I am getting the mind of though that I'm gonna need to make it, if I do want to do a big project anywhere else. I've said this before and I will say it again. The fact I have my XP right here, it's so much easier. Um, I could bring bottles of XP with me, but it's just not very efficient. Odds it's so many light gray flowers, but they're all pixels. Lily, the values are. Yeah, that's why I assume they were all just light gray. Yeah, you can't get cactus green. Well, you need cactus green for cactus, obviously. That means you're also shut out of lime. You're also actually there is a cyan flower, isn't there? I think there is. I think sunflower gives you cyan dye. Then black, and then you'd need for brown you'd need cocoa beans. Ugh. Actually, I can just run through the back. A little, probably. No cyan. Really? I thought there was a cyan flower. Well, then for that, then you still need green as well. The pitcher pot? I didn't know you could make dyes from those. Also, trying to farm those is really hard. They're not very fast. Because you have to get the seeds and then you have to grow the crops separately. And I don't think you can use, I don't think there's any way to automate that full process. Like, I don't think villagers would grow the, pitcher pods. Still renewable, but not AFKable. Shit, I never played. Bro. I don't know. The only things I know that aren't renewable are like, there's not too many blocks that aren't. I think Blackstone isn't renewable, technically. No, you get it from piglins, never mind. Calcite isn't. I think there's a limited calcite. Um, I think without cheating, gravel is limited. I think. I think sand is too. No, gravel you get from piglins. Sand is limited. Unless you do like you can duplicate it, and I might end up setting up one of those at some point. I kind of don't want to destroy a desert. I do want to make like a desert town at some point. That's no idea when. Like a mesa town. The ores, like the ore blocks, aren't renewable. I kind of wish Mojang would add a recipe just so you could make more. It would have to be expensive enough so you can't duplicate it. Like the most you can ever get with fortune, like for regular ores, things that only normally drop one. I think the most you can get is 4. It's really unlikely. Like I wouldn't mind if they made it super expensive to make the ore blocks, because it's just like if you want to make it. Or they could just make it like to where on average you lose it. So maybe like even with Fortune 3, maybe you only get even with Fortune 3, maybe it would take 3 ores. Some people could pretend like you could gamble and make more, but I don't know. My guess is it would just be like you know how like if you picture the TNT recipe in your mind, instead of sand it would be stone, and then instead of gunpowder, yeah, instead of gunpowder it would be whatever ore you want to make an ore block of. That's like honestly that's literally part of the reason why I don't bother mining up my ores, and that's why I have them all in their ore form. Now what will I use them on? I have truly have no idea, but I can always fortune them up if I really need more ore. Castle walls must mean I have deep slate diamond ore. I saw well, I you know what? I do actually you didn't watch it being built. Hold on. You laugh. Oh, hold on. Pick all this up to spawn. You laugh. I've never given you a good look at it. It's kind of minor, but like you can use it. You can use ore blocks in building. I did see this is a Hermitcraft. I think he made like a flagpole out of deep slate diamond ore. Actually, he built no. He built his he did do that, and then he built his when people make their redstone wires, he did his building blocks for his redstone contraptions out of diamond ore because that's how much he's got. But you can use ore blocks for like really good gradients. Deep slate diamond ore, probably not. But like I know copper ore. I would copper not copper. Deep slate coal is also super rare. I actually don't have any of it. That might have even worked better as like a darker block towards the top, but I don't bother that much. But I know copper ore actually can look pretty convincing for a gradient from gray to more of a brownish color, like to maybe to giving it like granite or something. Um, I don't know. Some of the other ores are you could probably use the iron ore too. The other ones are just a little too colorful. But if you're trying to make the proper gradient, you can make it work. Yeah, a lot of them are just way too saturated. Like I I if I really wanted to, I could probably make like a lapis lazuli ore work. Probably not, but I could. I really tried. That building actually ended up using a lot of weird. I used a lot of gradients in that building. I didn't look at the other ones very hard either, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to expand more into using strange blocks. I don't know. Part of me wanted to just use like I wanted to stick to like a smaller palette this whole area, but that's just gonna be so boring. Look at this. I don't know if I looked at this one very hard. That's mangrove wood that I'm using in between. Like it's still all wood, don't get me wrong. But some people will mix in like all sorts of materials. Like I could have possibly used like some kind of terracotta here. But, like these are all stone, so it'll kind of make some sense. Oh, If all you care about is color, you get away with a lot of stuff. I don't think I've really used that many gradients around the build, around anywhere. Not really. Like the strangest thing I think I've done is this roof is moss and terracotta. It's not like you really see it very often. Kind of gives it just a little bit of it. Wah, 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 wah. But I like the reason I bring that up is if you want to do gradients, it's so easy to do gradients from gray. One, Minecraft just has a ton of gray blocks. And then two, like every Mr. Artist, you should know that like every color, if you suck out all of its saturation, it turns into some shade of gray. So if you if you want to do like a bigger range of color, like literally if you want to go across the entire color wheel, you have to go through the stones at some point. A little too many. Let's try and smash this all before it despawns. I'm so glad I figured out the bitrate issue, because this would be terrible. I gotta be quick. I was just gonna drop the stone, then go back in. I do have a bunch of diorite. Alright, back in. Is this pure vanilla? There's no content mods. I am playing a mod pack on Modrinth called Fabulously Optimized. It's just for performance. But there's no content mods. Like, if you count Sodium and Iris as not vanilla, then busted. Give you a tour? I can do that. There's not much to see. Right now, I'm just digging out a cave for my nether portal. Still got a lot to do. I can take a little bit of a break. Second. I have a couple things in, the things I'm not going to show off because I just don't want to bother to travel. I've got a or not, I've got a shulker farm in the end, and I've got a froglight farm on the nether roof. I do have a creeper farm, but we will fly on over there. Got a not too terribly developed, but got the sugarcane farm right here. Kind of see on the inside with the windows. Ah. I have the enchantment table, trading hall, the actual base. Actually, I'm going to show you a map. I'm kind of living on this island right now. This map's pretty up to date. It doesn't have the cave stuff, but obviously you can't really see that. Oh, how much I can do. Got the house, the first thing I built. So beautiful. Not really, but it's home. Got a fishing hut that I don't use because I don't fish. Don't ask about the interior. A stables with a barn. See if I can avoid the phantom, so we're gonna go pretty quick. Got the windmill with a little bit of a field. I might expand the field out at some point, but right now is the cave, so I'm kind of focused on that. Also, we don't ask about the interior. There's a little bit. It's just supposed to be the grindstones, but and then we have the iron mill out here, and so this is an iron farm right here. I can just come here and pick up all the iron I want. But then the rest of this is all just decorative. I have a creeper farm, but it's not pretty at all. It's literally just functional. That's why I'm not really bothering to show off any of the other farms, because they're all just functional. They're not pretty. I play pretty slowly, so I don't actually have too much to show off for it. One day it might look pretty, but I'm only one guy, and I've started not too long ago, so I have a lot of progress to make. Where is it? I lost. Oh, my render distance is really down. Forgot about that. Here we go. Very pretty. I know. Wow. I don't know. We're working on fleshing it out a little more. But it really takes so much time to develop anything. Like, whenever I... Like, those guys who have, like, the 10,000, 20,000, 30,000... Like, those... It really makes sense when you see their world, because they've just put so much time into it. There is so much to do. One day. Why am I not offhanding a totem? So, when I started this world, I put out a couple of challenges to myself to make the game a little harder than just normal hardcore. Not much harder. There's 3 restrictions. The first is I couldn't use villagers until I traded with dragon, or I couldn't trade with villagers until I killed the dragon, which I've done that. I couldn't do automatic farms until I've killed the wither, which I've done that. And the third one is I can't use totems until I get every advancement. I know there's the totem advancement. That's gonna be the last one I get. We don't talk about that. Um, but part of me is realizing too, as long as you don't play too silly, you won't die. I did have a kind of scary encounter in the when I was raiding bastions, getting my templates. We don't talk about that. Um, but it's a restriction I've put on myself, and part of me just thinks I don't need them too. I'm sure one day I'll die and then I'll cry, but that's a then problem. Uh, we're actually I'm good chunk of the way done with the dig. I think I want to go down 2 more here. It's gonna kind of stagnate down. So this part will be a little lower, but we're getting there. like aside from the that really rough Bastion encounter, which was it only got that scary because I just played it poorly at the start. I've done a couple ancient cities without really any issue. Like I definitely got scared, but makes it more fun to play then. I think so. Plus, like I don't know if you watch any other hardcore Minecraft creators. Like the one I know of, Philza, I actually was shocked to learn this. He doesn't use totems at all. And then his second, I think it was his second world, right? That lasted for 5 years, and then his most recent one, which weird to say, his current one has been going on for 7, and he doesn't use totems. So I'm sure at some point I'll make a really dumb mistake, and then I'll die to something really stupid. But that's a oh, we'll see. If it happens, it happens. I think I play cautiously enough to not really have to worry about it. And the most of my adventuring is, I think, done. Like I said, I need to do the Bastion for the Netherite template, but I've gotten those, so no, I'm chilling. I do need to get watch Linksy. I've seen his stuff too. I know he does use totems, which there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, I might, like I said, once I do all the advancements, I might start having offhand totem all the time too. I'm sure I'll get to a point where I really don't want to lose this world, but I think for now. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've never done all the advancements, so I kind of want to force myself to. Yeah, I know. It's 57K days. And he's been doing it for, I think, is it 5 years or he has the hours he's put in. I don't know like how long ago he started. Hey, Wombat. Rah. But I've never done all the advancements, so I want a reason to be able to push for that. Plus, too, like, I know a big thing that people say is like, oh, once you get all the gear in Minecraft, what do you do after that point? So I'm kind of like putting some goals on myself. I'm sure there's like a million more things I could do. Like I know some people don't ever bother to use mending. That doesn't happen very often. But in my mind, pickaxe, it's just smooth operator. I try to name most of my gear, but not all of it's near. All it is named. Usually if I just forget to. There's like some like those restrictions I posed, they were temporary. Um like yes they slowed me down, but I was able to remove them. Whereas I feel like playing without mending is just kind of like why would you do that to yourself? Oops. Like all it really does at the end of the day is like well it's like what point do you want to set? If you don't want to use mending, fine. You can still do villagers and you can still make your infinite pickaxes. That's functionally mending. It just takes longer. Then you can say like, oh, then just don't use villagers. Which I guess is an option. But I don't think the totem restriction, it's not really slowing me down. I'm still playing about the same as I would, even if I had them. Is that even full? No, it's not even full. I was zoning out. It's worse without mending. I think I agree. I like being able to fix up my tools. I don't even know. Because I've played Minecraft for a while. I have not played recently without mending. But like I played in the air before there was mending, so I'm not like it's not foreign to me. But also too, I think mending allows you, big shock, to do a much bigger scale of things. Like I think I filled up this durability wise, I think I've gone through maybe 6 netherite pickaxes. Okay, actually that's another point too. Netherite. Why would you ever upgrade a netherite if it was just temporary? Like it's so costly to get netherite. I just don't think it's worth it without mending. So I guess I could just stop at diamond. Worse without. Totem restriction is fine unless you do something silly. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, 2 hearts. Unless you're playing really stupid, you'll be fine. The only thing that's like genuinely scary is the warden, but once again, as long as you're not just like you can be I don't have a deep dark nearby, so I can't demo it. But as long as you're not being too squirrely with it, wardens really aren't an issue. Like you hear him pop up, you just book it. You just get away from it and you just hang out. That's all you have to do. And then like in a minute he'll leave. The encounter I had in the Bastion, I was breaking through, I think it's the Remnant part where is it the Remnant? No, it's the I can't think of the word. It's the part with like the chest up high that has like a bunch of chests. Um I can't think of the word. But I broke, and they're usually like split in half, and I broke straight into the second one without like stopping myself. So the brutes, like 3 brutes, just ran straight through and charged at me, and it was really bad. I could have just not mined the whole thing and just stopped it so I could hit them through the wall, but they couldn't come. That was just, but that was like a huge misplay. Fashion is scary. Oh, no, I 100% agree. Because like as long as you know what you're doing, it's just wardens, and as long as you aren't like punching them and like hanging around them for too long, you'll be fine. Um, but the brutes will just destroy you. I think as long as you take bash, I think if you come from the top and you have a bow, they're not really that big of an issue. They can still surprise you. Like coming in at the bottom is horrifying, especially if the brutes just all drop down and then you're dead. Like I would 100% if I had to pick do a bastion or do an ancient city, I would 100% do an ancient city every single time. Not even close. Um that versus a mansion, I actually don't know. I tried doing a mansion while I was out doing ancient cities, and it got a little squirrely, so I just booked it. Because if you can't get to the is the not vindicators, what are they called? Evokers. If you can't get to the evoker in time, they'll spawn so many of the oh, I don't even remember what they're called anymore. Not the allays, little sprites. What are they called? Whatever they're called. The things with the swords. Those things are awful. If you get swarmed by them, it's just no, just not worth it. As long as you do it quick enough, it's not too big of an issue. I got caught in like a weird room and he was hitting me through a wall and he was just spawning a ton of stuff. Um, I would probably still pick a mansion over a bastion. Like just given the location, there's not nearly as much lava. And two, it's not like the holes where everything falls through. What are okay, I'm looking it up. I actually can't believe I can't remember what they're called. Vexes. I didn't even have to look it up. I just knew it. Vexes. Yeah, I would probably still do like a Bastion is probably the last structure I'd want to do again. Keep jumping. That's full. I just put it in. That was granite. That belongs in there. I don't know. At the end of the day, if you really don't want to deal with it, you just don't have to do Bastions. Of course, you won't get netherite gear if you don't, but I want the insurance that comes with netherite armor. Plus, I having the Q. I guess I could change what Q the drop button is, but having the drop button right next to my forward key, I'm always terrified I'm going to drop my sword and it's going to fall in lava. And I think the Vexes have become a little better because I know with the tiny takeover, didn't they make some of the baby mobs bigger? I don't know if that applied to the Vexes. Like their hitbox is just a little bit bigger. They're still awful. Don't get me wrong. The evokers spawn way too many of them, and the fact you can't one shot them with a sharpness 5 netherite sword is maybe you can with a crit. I don't know, but trying to get crits on those consistently is not fun. Always stick a pearl and pearl in the middle of the bastion. That's smart. I didn't do the so because I think you're here. I couldn't get netherite until well, in my mind, I didn't want to do I don't know where is it. I don't like bed mining. I know it's an option. I just don't like it for like a multitude of reasons. So I waited until I got the creeper farm set up to get netherite, which meant because of the thing I said earlier, I couldn't do that until I beat the wither. And I didn't really beat the. I was pretty geared up by that point. Like before I raided my first bastion, I already had an elytra, so I could just fly right in. That honestly seems really dangerous. Oh, box yourself. No, if you box yourself in, I guess you'd be fine. I'm always terrified, like, if you do that. Like, can't they hit you, if you do this, can't they hit you through the corner? Sometimes? I don't know. That's not something I'd want to rely on in hardcore. So I usually just take my time. I try to come at the top, and then I'll just start sniping things. That's why my bow's so damaged. That and cities. On the back, like, if I wasn't playing in hardcore, I'd probably take a Bastion a lot earlier, because you can get some pretty nice gear from it. But I was able to get everything else I wanted other than the other than the templates. I do wish there was like a slightly less risky way to get templates, but so be it. Like even if you could like really rarely get them, like super rarely get them from netherite fortresses or nether fortresses or maybe even like the nether side obsidian portals. They did become bigger. I don't know. I swear I remember them saying they made the baby zombie hitbox bigger. So I just assumed that extended to all the baby mobs that got a new model. I don't know. On the other hand, like I said earlier, you really don't need netherite. Like the durability increase. So like the armor is nice. Don't get me wrong. But like for tools, I just don't think it matters much because like I don't think it increases your instamine capabilities. I know it makes you mine faster, but like I feel like by the time you already have like a diamond pickaxe, you probably also have efficiency and like I like the extra like yes, do I do extra damage with my sword? Yes. But I feel like the big difference is how many swings does it take to kill something? That's in my mind that's significantly more important. And I just don't know. It could be the case. I don't know if it like decreases like do you go from 3 hits to 2 hits with a zombie? I don't know. Do I have Twitch? Yeah, I'm dual streaming right now. I don't have it linked because I'm still pretty new to YouTube and I think I needed I think you need to get like some kind of verified to be able to link off platform. Yeah, I'm dual streaming. It's actually a little more update on Twitch. Like a little more what's the word? Current? I don't know what word I need. They might. We'll see. I don't know. I At the end of the day, Twitch is always a streaming platform. So I feel like the people on Twitch are a little more encouraged to hop on stream, but I think you might get larger audiences on YouTube. Stream delay, yeah, that's the word. Thank you. Less stream delay. I think I could set that up on YouTube, but my computer is not terribly strong. It's not like terrible, but like I was dual streaming and then I was recording as well, and that was just destroying my performance. And I think if I tried to have like minimal stream delay on both, it would also just kill me. I don't really have a reason why I decided on Twitch having the better one. I think it was just like set like that by default, and I just worked with it. We'll see. I don't know. My internet's not that. Seem insane just yapping by yourself. Yeah, I don't know. I know whenever I do UI, I'm gonna have that integrated chat. I really do want that. But that's the issue of, so me stopping recording wasn't an issue because I could just download the VOD from YouTube, and then if I want to cut it up and use it for something else, I can just do that. But if I if I have the stream elements, I'd have to be okay with having the stream show up, like the stream elements show up in the VOD. So I'd either have to compromise there, or I'd have to somehow get a computer strong enough to be able to record separately. I don't know which I'd want to do. Alma blue. It's sad you can't change your color on YouTube, but I think the name color. Actually, I don't even know if you can have name color on YouTube. I don't think you can. I think you. It's probably something tied to donation, but I know on Twitch you can just change your color if you feel like it. Okay, so I'm through all of those shulkers, so now I've got to move on to... Where is it? Gotta move on to these ones. Old PF. I just mean your name color. Oh, I see what you mean on... I see, I see. This one. Membership where you buy a membership, change your color green. Okay, I thought there was something that could change your color on... on... It's kind of a shame. I have to be a little careful with the pick. So I think this is as deep as I'm going to go on this half. I think if I go any deeper, it's going to get kind of squirrely. And this should be enough room. This half will go a little deeper, probably like 4 more blocks, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. And then I'll start smoothing it out when I build it back up. I probably need to get that happy gas growing soon. Because it is going to... I think it takes like 40 minutes, because it takes 20 minutes to rehydrate and like 20 minutes to grow up. I hope my... Actually, I don't know if my pick will last. I might have to go charge it up again. I think what I'll do, I fill up on blocks, I go back and I charge it up a little. I should fill up on inventory, or should run out of inventory space before my pick breaks, yes. Are the right tools really that much better than diamond? No, not really. I think you just missed it, Wise. You're mining netherrack. So as long as you, yeah, I think you, I just went, I think you just missed it by a hair. I think the netherite armor, upgraded nether armor, is pretty nice. I mean, it's just the most defensive you can be, which is the most important. Trying to stay alive in hardcore. But like, Like, do you mine faster with netherite tools? Yes. Do netherite swords do more damage? Yes. But like the important cutoff is, does the more damage I gain, does the more speed I gain make me like do things significantly faster? Like I don't, as far as I know, going from efficiency 5 diamond to efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, I don't think you can insta-mine anything else. Like I don't think any, I could be wrong. I haven't looked specifically into it. Um, but I don't think it changes what you can insta-mine for durability. In my mind, yeah. Lowbuck on YouTube says for durability, which I think I generally agree. But also too, it's not like a, I don't think it's a big jump up. I think a diamond pickaxe is like 1500 and you go to 2000 with netherite, which is still like a big increase, don't get me wrong. But like, could I have done this with just diamond? 100%. And probably literally the exact same speed. In fact, I guess I technically would have done sooner because I wouldn't have wasted time getting netherite, but no, no, haste, you need the haste 2. The haste 2 is required for the insta-mine. You need, I think it's efficiency, I think you actually need efficiency 5. Efficiency 5 diamond with a haste 2 beacon lets you insta-mine the stone blocks. Not, not deep slate, sadly. I think for, to insta-mine deep slate, I think you need haste 3 and efficiency 7. Or like, and you can like play around with those sliders. So I think maybe you could do like maybe like efficiency 9. I think would let you insta-mine deep slate. I'm not. Don't quote me. But obviously you can't get those in vanilla, so you're kind of just porked. Here, I'm blind. Second. Like I know. So I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. I played on a server before this where we had we used a couple plugins. We had the big ones were MCMMO and then a plugin called Jobs Reborn. And I'd never heard of Jobs Reborn. Played that, which was honestly kind of similar to MCMMO, but whereas MCMMO was more combat focused, Jobs Reborn was a lot more varied. Like there was a builder job, there was a crafter job, and there was some overlap. Like there's a hunter one, which is all your combat. Um, there was alchemist in both. I think there's woodcutting in both. And the server owner added a job shop where you could buy some stuff you actually couldn't get in vanilla, and so you could get you could actually get efficiency 7. So I learned that way that with efficiency 7 and haste 2, you can insta-mine logs. Obviously, you can't get that in vanilla. Make it so you can insta-mine deep slate. Yeah, I don't know. I wish, like, I don't know how they would do it. I'm okay, I think, with efficiency 5 being the max. I don't know if they would have to, like, lower the mining speed of deep slate or what. But or maybe make like a special carve out, like, oh, if you have a netherite pickaxe with efficiency 5, you can insta-mine deep slate. I guess that would just be like changing the speed. I don't know. No, I think MCMM added a lot. Um, I don't even know how to put it. I don't know if I'd want it for like a long-term world, but I think it definitely helped the server. Wait. Yeah, I don't. More haste. Maybe. I do wish they would buff beacons a little bit, or like maybe have like a way to upgrade beacons even more. Like maybe you can boost their range, or maybe you can go. This would still be really expensive, so it would only be available to late games players, super late game. But I feel like your only option for mining out a big area, especially deep down, is just like TNT dupers, which feels kind of lame. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but like I just wish there were other Like, I've mined out this entire thing by hand. There is a world where I could have made this area, like, a little more rectangular, and then I just blew up the entire region, and it would have probably gone significantly faster. I would actually have to, I don't know. I would have to mine out enough space so it wouldn't blow itself up, so I'm not sure. Because, like, I tried to have so the beacon's gonna go through, there's gonna be like a crystal right here, and then there's gonna be a tower on top that it's gonna pierce right through. But it doesn't cover the whole island. Like, I think actually if I just go out here, I lose the haste effect. It's kind of sad. But if I wanted multiple beacons covering this whole island, I would need, well, if I wanted a beacon effect covering this whole island, I'd need multiple beacons, and I just don't want that. I was hoping to have one more central, but there's just not much I can do. Like, I think what would be really nice is, like, let's say, for the upgrade, it would be the base blocks you use. Like, you can still use all of the things that are currently listed as options. But like a diamond beacon would grant you, maybe get you enough speed so you can start insta-mining deep slate. It'd be outrageously expensive, but... Or maybe you, like, feed even more resources to the beacon, I don't know. I was not paying attention to my pick. Scary. I don't know, for how difficult it is to get a full beacon, it does feel a little underwhelming. I mean, being able to insta-mine is nice, don't get me wrong. But maybe it could be like a case. So you have with potions, you either have duration or you have effect. With redstone and glowstone, I wish you could do something similar with beacons. Like maybe you could choose to have a wider range or a stronger effect. That'd actually probably be pretty neat. So then, like, you could get haste 2, but maybe you get it for like 100 blocks instead of, because the radius on a beacon is 50. Maybe you get it on a 100 radius for haste 2, or maybe then you could go to like haste 3 or whatever you need to mine deep slate. I guess I don't know what it would be. Efficiency 5. It would probably be like haste 4, I think. Haste 4, maybe even 5. Because the only thing, because like, if you're already insta mining, the only thing it's gonna affect is deep slate. I don't know, but then you could like argue, oh, it'd be way too easy to get diamonds then, because I know diamonds are really plentiful. But like, then that would go into like, oh, maybe you make it a diamond beacon, so you need a ton of investment to make it actually work. So that by that point, you already have what? I think it's 2 stacks and 36 blocks to make a beacon. Is that right? And that would be, I don't even know how many stacks of diamonds that would be. I think making a netherite beacon might be a little much, because getting it, getting them out of netherite's crazy. Actually, you know what it could do? You know, okay, I have a better idea. Instead of saying you need a full base, each beacon block, it adds like a point to the beacon strength. So like iron would probably be the lowest because you can get it. Iron and emerald would probably be the lowest because you can get those super easy. Um, and then like each block adds more and adds to the beacon strength, and then you can choose. Oh, that's actually such a good idea. And then you could choose to either have more range or more strength, or higher effect. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm actually so upset that's not in the game now. I'm actually Ojeg. Ojeg hired me. I mean Ojeg. Oh shoot, not in there. The only thing is that might be like a little more so I know a lot of people complain about Minecraft's performance. I mean, I have performance mods to fight that. I have performance mods to fight that. So I don't know like how much performance it would tank by having a beacon constantly I don't know if it would have to constantly. No, it would have to constantly check because if you break the block, it would have to adjust the beacon strength accordingly. I don't know if it would like significantly lag your game for a beacon to do that. I feel like it wouldn't. More so just because like how many beacons are you really having in one area? You know, and then if you can do the range too, then it wouldn't you wouldn't need as many. I really don't know. I don't know. I know budgeting is also just limited by Microsoft. They can only do so much. And also just the fans too. I don't think anyone would be upset if Beacons got an overhaul, to be fair. But I know they can only push out so much. Like, so much content. This is gonna take a lot of trading. That's okay. What time is it? Oh, it's almost night. Yeah, they're not refreshing. I might have to... I'll either have to buy a bunch of random trades or hang around. I don't know which. But I need to fix this up a little. See what else I can buy. You plan on building something like a build. Big like a build. Plan to... Plan to build something like a... Big like a build. See that? And... kind of. For the freehanding thing, I have a creative world, but I really don't use it. Not anymore. I will look up references, but I do kind of just do it in the moment. That might change as I get a little bigger, because none of these things are like that massive. I know the iron mill, I think I literally spent like half an hour just looking up like real life iron mills to get some inspiration. Um, the biggest thing I'm building right now is probably this cave, but it's kind of not really fair to call it a build when I'm spending like hours just digging it out. But I do want to cover this whole island. This whole island's supposed to be like a city at some point, but that is so down the line. No, you're fine. I mean, I understood it, so. I stream pretty regularly, so as long as you show up around the same time, I'll be there. I do have a trip coming up in like 5 days. I have a trip coming up in like a couple of days, so I'll be gone for a while, but after that, I'll probably be back to streaming. I don't know, my schedule after that's gonna be kind of hairy, but I plan to be here. And at least for the next couple of days, I'll be around. Is there any way to block the beacon light while still getting the buff? No. People for a while have really wanted, so there's something kind of new. Not really it's new. It's as new as Casement Cliffs. Um, what's it called? Tinted glass, and you make that using amethyst. People have really wanted you to be able to block the beacon beam while still getting the effect with tinted glass, but no. If you block it, you get nothing. So what I actually didn't know is, so I knew you can change the color. What I didn't know is you could actually change it a little more precisely than with just one glass block. I don't know if I have multiple kinds of... I don't think I have multiple kinds of dyed glass here, sadly. Show it off. I'll make some. Here we go. Let's get some... No, not with paint. Actually, can you do it with paint? I always assumed it was full glass blocks. So something else I learned too, I don't have any on me. As long as it's not a full block, the beacon can go through. So I actually could put like a slab here and I could safely walk over it, but I'm still mining, so I'm not gonna bother. Make it green. You can actually combine colors. I don't know how many, I think you can do it up to 8 blocks. So what I've seen some people do is they will actually have like a whole might have like a whole bunch of sticky pistons that like alternate the glass blocks to make like a beacon like change through a rainbow. I know I've seen like what's it called? Is it like a beacon strip or whatever? Where they'll literally just have like a whole array of like glass blocks and it'll just push through all of them. But like you could even combine them too. It kind of has the same issue of the terracotta where it will still take that base color underneath a little bit. Like as you saw there, it was still kind of I don't I don't really know what you'd call like a mashup of green and red. I guess it's like I don't even know what to call that. Kind of brown. Mind you, this is also cyan too. It's not blue. Not perfect. But the beacon underneath color is also just kind of. Well, I don't know because that looks still that looks pretty red to me. It gets a little weird when you start mixing colors. You can do it. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't even know how long it's been in the game, and I think you have to separate them. Like I think if I did actually no, no, you don't even have to separate them. You just do that. That's tough. No, there's so much. Actually, something I learned recently. I'll do it myself just so I remember to do it. If you want to ever mass craft a bunch of stuff, like you have a ton of stacks of things, I'm gonna go flow over to the iron farm actually, because that's the only spot I have so many things I can just easily craft. Let's see. Should take a bunch of iron blocks and we'll uncraft them really. So I think I heard, actually I don't even need that. I think I heard if you shift that and then space. So I'm holding shift right now and I'm pressing space and it's refilling the crafting thing. I actually didn't know this. I don't know, they keep like slipping in these random little features and I feel like they don't tell anyone. It's only now that I know that crafting dispensers is gonna be a lot easier. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I guess it would be like, from what we're using still surprises me. I've been playing for like over a decade. Like I think my first version was beta 1.7.3. Admittedly, I think like around I think it was after what was it? I think I took a pretty big break from Minecraft after the Nether update, and then I came back kind of recently. So there's still a lot of stuff that I am picking up, but I think I've got a good grasp of the new mechanics. There is really a lot to this game. Sadly, I don't have any worlds from back then. Like the oldest world, I am playing a modified version, so I can't even show my other worlds here because they're just on the they're on the vanilla Minecraft. But I think the oldest world I have is 1.14. It's in 1.20 what version are we in? 22? 1.22? It isn't that now, so no, we're in 1.26, right? Yeah, because I don't know why they did. I don't know why they jumped from the 21 to. I know they did it to match the year, but it's ah. But like I remember playing Minecraft Classic on my browser when that was still an option. I'm sure if you tried really hard, you could probably get Minecraft Classic, but I don't think it's very easy to get anymore. Like I know a little bit when you go to 12 for diamonds. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what layer diamonds spawn the most common at now. I do like that caves and cliffs change because I very much prefer caving to strip mining. Apparently, you actually do still get more diamonds from strip mining if you want to do that. Like I think the pockets that generate in caves are smaller generally. You'll find bigger pockets when you mine, but I couldn't tell you what the good layer is to do that at anymore. I would assume it's whatever the negative 12 is now, or whatever 12 is, 12 above 0, or 12 above the lowest, so I would assume it's like 52 is probably the ideal, 52, 53. The only reason I say that is I know there used to be like a huge argument is 11 or 12 better, and I think the big goal is you just want to avoid the lava layer. But they're more common deeper, so it was just kind of like if you were okay with having lava at your feet. I definitely do get surprised by new mechanics every now and again. I've seen most of them at this point, so it's not too much. But like I don't really have a good idea of like how sniffers work. Um, I don't. That's what I always go to. I don't know. Because I never messed with frogs until I built my Froglight farm. I know how they work. I've messed with lays a single time to do a silverfish XP farm. I know how that works. I've never really messed with camels, but I don't think they're that complex. I actually didn't know there's netherite horse. Did you know that there's netherite horse armor? I don't know why you do it. I guess to flex. There's netherite Nautilus armor too, but I don't think it was like we've had diamond horse armor for a long time, and even when netherite was out, we still only had diamond horse armor. But I think the netherite Nautilus armor, I'm gonna assume they put out the netherite horse armor when they did all the Nautilus armor. I've never really bothered with Nautiluses. I think I have one like tied down the river out there, a zombie one. I am kind of excited for the speckled. Is it the speckled forest? The dappled? I can't remember what it's called. The new forest they're adding. I don't think it's poplar. What is it called? Dappled forest. It's poplar wood. Kind of looking forward to that. The wood doesn't seem. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think adding anything to the Minecraft world is helpful. And we haven't gotten. I don't know the. Well, I guess the pale oak is the last new biome we got. Oh, that's the thing. I don't know how the pale oak works. I like the wood. When I say the pale oak, I mean like I guess the creek. I've never really messed with them. I do have to kill one for monsters hunted. I'll have to figure out eventually, but I'm not in a rush. And this world's not been in the 26 for very long. I've not found a sulfur cave yet, and I don't know if there's like an easy way to find one. Like I don't think there's a map to the biome. I know they can poke out on the surface occasionally, but I don't think it's like intentional, like how the azalea tree is for lush caves. But I do really want to find one. They've got some cool blocks. I don't think they're renewable though, which is kind of sad. But how long I want to be doing this for? Because I do want to make dinner kind of soon. I don't want to make it. I don't know, I think the first half is definitely done. Well, for mining, I'll still have to come back in and pretty it up. Oh yeah, firework. Yeah, we are getting close to 4th of July, aren't we? I was hearing a bunch of explosions outside, and I got really worried. You know, I think what we'll do. Yeah, I don't. I don't know where you are, Alan. They love firing off fireworks way too early. Like they'll. I'm actually surprised they're only doing it today. Um, Usually they do it like a week in advance. Start lighting stuff off. I think what I'll do is I'll mine down 4 blocks in this little sphere, and I think I'll call it. And then that way I have everything dug out, and then, ooh, okay. Let's go get that happy gas. I need to get him hydrating. I'll let him wander for now. I'm not too worried, but he needs to get. I don't want to have to wait. I'll worry about tying him down and building a stable later. Put it over. They're pretty lax around here. They'll kind of just let you, as long as you. I don't think they really care. All right, I'll literally cut this in half. Oh, I forgot to outline this. Kind of annoying because now I have to make sure I don't walk into the pits again. That's okay. Hi, Kyles. I'm gonna finish the outline. I'm gonna fix the pick, and then I'm gonna see how quickly I can tear this down. Uh-oh. Message reject. Are you? Doing good. I think we're wrapping up digging out this whole cave area. It's your character connections. Oh boy. Just in time. Today's stream has been really laid back. This is literally all. I think this is literally all I've done the entire stream is just dig. 3 hours. I don't know. Doing stuff last minute is really like the motivator. Oh no. I mean, everyone works better under a little bit of pressure. I know when it's kind of stressful to like constantly put yourself under that pressure. But some people will like manufacture that condition for themselves if they have like a personal project. I don't know of this personally. I just know I've heard these examples, but like someone like promised their friend, hey, if I don't finish this like by today, this being like some kind of project, pay you like $50. Because like when you get beyond like I guess Art Fight is kind of that too. It has the condition of it is time sensitive, so you have to do it at some point. You have to be done with it actually. Uh, I can't say I've done that, but it doesn't seem like a terrible idea. I'd probably benefit from it because I am definitely very lazy. In a way, streaming is kind of like that for me, because like I actually play Minecraft really lazily too. Whereas now I actually have to like do stuff and show it off. Oh, I'm kind of forced to play. I actually think if I streamed art, I'd probably be a lot more productive, but that's personal. For now, it is anyways. Maybe one day. But the other issue is, like I said, I just do it really slowly. Okay, since I know I'll get shit done if I will say, in ways, I do really miss homework deadlines because they definitely help me get stuff done so much. Like being out of school, and having like a big thing, I it's what every kid wants is, oh shoot, I'm going way too far. A big thing every kid wants is the freedom that comes with being out of high school and being out of college and living on your own. But it means like all the you bear the burdens yourself. Um, Failing to do something becomes like entirely your not getting stuff done on time is entirely your fault, and you have to figure out how to manage it yourself. And it is a very big hurdle. Responsibility, self accountable. I don't know. It'd probably resonate more if once you actually have to do that. It is kind of jarring because we spend so long. At least I did. I spent so long literally just being told, "Hey, this is what you're supposed to do. Do it now. Get it done by this date." And like I think I got like, it, I'll be dramatic with how I say it. I think I got drunk on like the freedom being able to live on my own schedule gave me. And I still like me doing this is still part of that too, in a way. Pretend it's a little more productive, but it is part of it. But on a more positive note, the the successes you earn are also all your own. And just as like just as defeating as the failures, I think the successes can be just as sweet. So profound. I think I feel okay. I head back, dump everything. I see if I can fix it up really quick before having to jump back down. I just punched him and I choked on my own. Ah, sorry. I hit him, but I panicked, and I immediately started choking. I choked in game and real life. That's prophetic. Not prophetic. Symbolic? Ironic. I feel like that would be such like an awful thing to have like associated with your name. Like this guy died in real life before he died in Minecraft. Mm, Is Minecraft? Ugh, I don't want to think about that actually. This guy was so good at Minecraft, he outlived. I want to make this clear. This is 13 double chests of stone right here. Ugh, I've still got a little more to go. Not a ton more. An amount. Mm, I need them to restock. I really need more charge. Could do some other trade, I guess. That's enough. I'm willing to rock with this too, even if it doesn't fill up. I should be playing. Am I hearing lava? I think I'm crazy. I'm actually losing my mind. I swear, like when I started the stream, I heard like a pillager in the wall. I tried to find it and I could not. Oh yeah, I see it on the. Okay, I'm not crazy. Um, hopefully it's just like a single source. If it's a full thing, it won't be the end of the world. Kind of annoying. I will actually probably have to get rid of it if I'm gonna put because I think moss is flammable. So if I put moss in here, it's just gonna burn up and. Ugh. Oh, I kind of forgot about that. Sponge. There we go. Is there a way to summon rain in vanilla Minecraft? No. The only thing you can do to affect weather is sleep, and that just gets rid of any weather effects. So conversely, if you aren't sleeping, you're more likely to get rain and thunder. I forgot to get sponges. Although truthfully, the only thing that rain really affects in Minecraft is you fish like a little faster. I think it like waters your crops too, but if it doesn't stay, it's not really worth it. I guess undead mobs won't burn while it's raining. What else? Burn as well. That's true. I don't know. At this point, I'm okay with just using rockets. I know it exists as like a way, like to save money on not having used many rockets, but I'm beyond that. So I'm just so rich. Wants my wealth. What is the? Well, we're gonna have to clear this out. Oh no. So I don't know if you remember I said, but there's a my island is actually on top of a massive water, like a flooded cave. This is part of it. It's not like the big part, but plus two with the Triton, you have like a little bit of a wind up. It's not a huge wind up, but being able to just instantly deploy a rocket's also really nice. It feels like it's supposed to be like the poor man's rocket, but like getting a Riptide Triton isn't easy either. So I I think I've got the most. I think we're good. Okay, I think for this cave, I'm probably done running into water pockets because I'm not going much deeper. Should be the last of the sponges I need. Probably have a higher value of Trident than Sable and Elytra. Yeah, I'd probably get used more there. The only issue is then you have to be careful with the fall damage, which admittedly it doesn't want you that far. So as long as you have some feather falling, it won't hurt bad, but I think I'm feeling about the same as Alan. I think it just look cool. The idea is neat. I don't know, I never brought this up before. They just can't really. People will lose their minds if there's a better weapon than the sword. I think it's just a fact. So every new weapon kind of has to have serve like a really weird and niche purpose. Like the tridents being more geared towards the water survival. Spears being better with like horses and maces exist. Casting. Oh, that's true when it's raining. I guess, yeah. I don't know. The mace, whatever issues the trident has, the mace is just like all of the issues, but like it's significantly harder to get than a trident, and it's like significantly less useful. Like, the idea of, like, being able to do so much damage to one mob is really neat, but you have to risk all that fall damage, and it's just... Ugh. And the windup is really slow, too, so you can't even fight off, like, a horde of stuff very easily. I think if you got a high level of Wind Burst, it would be pretty fun. Because then you can start chaining mobs, but then you need, like, a whole horde of mobs to chain off of. Let's see if case. Okay, mind you, that was with that insane Elytra that negated fall damage and gave you the big jump, which was perfect for the mace. The mace in vanilla is kind of dog water. Like, without the Blossom Elytra, it would not have been nearly as scary. Oh, and then, too, so the mace damage, it's based off your fall speed, and then the Blossom Elytra also made you fall faster. So you were immune to fall damage, you fell faster, and you got a huge jump. It was literally the perfect pairing for the mace. Like, nothing could have been better. Let's see. Hey, at least I would usually ask. I would just ask if you like rocks, and then if you said yes, then you got a rock. I also cannot convey how satisfying it was to do that to people. Big stitch. I don't know, if I get a Windburst Mace, I need to do a lot more trials, but if I got a Windburst Mace, I think you'd get part of it. Because I think Windburst 3 actually shoots you up pretty high. Actually, I don't mind going to check. I'm breaking my thing. Uh-oh. I've never used a Windburst 3 Mace, because it's so hard to get that much Windburst, but... I am curious. Let's see. Cream. I don't have access to it, so I can't. Not in the hardcore. Mace. Windburst. I do need density, actually, too. Density is how you get the extra damage. I'll do it in creative, because I don't want to... Actually... Yeah, it's not the prettiest weapon. I like the idea. It's just... Okay, hold on. Can I give... Is there a jump boost potion? I'm gonna... I imagine you can do this in creative, but... You need to fall to get off the initial... Well, a lot. Actually, you need a couple blocks. Ouch! The windup is so rough. I think you need to fall. I actually don't even think jump boost would. Can you? This guy. These guys. You can chain off a bunch. It's so satisfying. But trying to do it consistent. Oh, you don't even take fall damage if you hit something. But that's only if you get the wind burst. If I missed, I just wouldn't get it. Okay. But that's with, mind you, this is with wind burst 3. This is actually pretty similar to the blossom jump. Probably less. And the wind burst 3 lets you, gives you enough time to wind up your mace again. I don't think wind burst 1 would. 2 might. Really quick. Let's spawn in a bunch of these guys. You guys have 100 HP, but I think you can hit him. I think you might be able to one-shot him with a mace as long as you have a jump. This might not be enough. Should stay. This is really fun, I will say that. Ah. Minecraft hardcore my ass. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, debug stick him. I can't. Ow. Ow. Ooh. 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 This is actually so bro, I need to set up a thing in my world. I should have iron golems. Okay. I think we get the gist. I feel like you could make like a pretty fun mini game to like see how long or how many bounces you could do without hitting the ground. Probably have to do with iron golems or chickens, I guess would be like a hard mode. Trying to hit those without go back. I finish up digging. I need to stop bombing. But I need Windburst 3 for that, and that means I need 4 Windburst 1 books, and they're even rarer than a heavy core, so. I need to set up that key farm. I probably will at some point. I'll set up a key farm, and then once I get a lot more sugarcane, I'll just go from village to village, getting cartographers, jumping in, and loot. But I still wouldn't take that over a sword. Even no matter how fun that is, and how much damage it does for sure, I just wouldn't take it over a sword. Plus, you saw too, like even with jump boost, actually wasn't enough. I need to fall off of something, so I have to always make sure there's like a elevation change, and I can get above an enemy, and then. And I also need a lot of room above me too. So like in a cave, it's not very good. Your cave has really high ceilings. Actually, I do want to ask one more thing. Hold on, I'm actually so curious. This last thing. This is the last thing. I swear. Oops. Time set day. Not. Thanks. It's this. I need to get. So I'll just do this and create. Actually. Can't see him. Yeah, this is why you wouldn't want to do it here. Oh. I was wondering if I wanted to kill one in hardcore, if I could do it like that. I'm a little closer. The darkness is so rough. Oh, shoot. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. That's okay. One more time. I want to hit a warden twice. I can see him. Ooh. Ooh. No! That's okay. Alright, you get it. Okay, we're finishing this. I need to stop delaying. Ah. And I gotta do one more chunk. I'm satisfied. I'll definitely have to do more later. Because, like, the steep drop isn't enough. I'm gonna smooth that out a little. That might end up some. I don't know. There's a full single chest. Is there any way to actually re-input Skull Loop? Yep, you can do that. You have to use if you just look it up, I think I know there's a tutorial on YouTube for it. It takes, I think, a couple droppers, but it's a pretty small device. The only way play the song once, you gotta remove it. You can even set it up to where it plays multiple discs too. But if you just want to play one on loop, you can also do that. Um, hell, I'll just set one up. Minecraft. I do have to look it up because I don't remember it. Minecraft music disc player. Matic jukebox. It's a pretty small device. I need. I think it's two droppers, a jukebox, and a hopper and a singular redstone. I'll make one really quick. Actually, let me go get those blocks first. Spawn. Ooh, it's gonna be fun to run through here. They're not lighting it up. That's an idea. That's an idea. Oh shoot, I thought I wouldn't too. I think I did a crit on the first hit. That's why. Honorable. Oh, yep. Okay. The stone cutter. I don't think I have any droppers in, so I will have to make some. Like a decent amount. Where's my... Take this. Grab some music discs. What was it? I'm really sad I don't have the one I like. That's just gonna take a lot more ancient cities. Not much I can do about not ancient cities. Trial chambers. I'm so annoyed I have the music box version, not the actual. I'm actually so annoyed by that. After I finish digging this out, I might go do trial chambers. Think it'll take very long? No, I just can see it right now. Hold on. I just had to get everything. Actually, I'm gonna get. It's very fast. For me to see it in action, you'll have to wait for a song to finish. I'm lagging. Proper. So I think you do. I think this is literally it. This is the entire thing. Then you have these of storage and this. So you can put a ton of music discs. Not this one, that one's terrible. I don't have that many to really show it off, sadly. I'm not entirely sure how it works myself. Change the sequence. Well, some of the new ones look different. Guess it was the jukebox. I might deposit items in the hopper. I actually didn't realize droppers are literally just hoppers, but they require power, whereas with hoppers with power, they stop them. Yeah, when it stops playing, it'll just suck it up, and then it'll just get fed through, and then the power... I don't even know where the redstone is coming from, truthfully. Like, I don't know where the signal is coming. I should probably picked further music. Did I whiff it? Might have whiffed it. Go. Well, I think I'm missing... Wait, am I missing a single block? Oh, okay, I am missing something. So, yeah, it's not working. Um, you need two observers, too, I forgot. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I think you do need a block under it, technically, to receive the power. Actually, no, because it'll just realize it's changing state. Telling the redstone signal. Yeah. This one's actually pretty short, so we will start with this one. I mean, you saw it sucked it up after it was done. So all it'll do is when it's done, you'll see it get sucked up. It'll update this observer, which will update that observer, which will send that signal, which will power both of these, and they move everything once. And it does it pretty randomly, so you still get a random song. As well as random as you can make. watches carefully. It'll just slowly filter through. Seeing how it's important to know it on. So once it's finished. Oh, observers are insane. Like, aside from crafters, they're probably the biggest. I mean, I don't know. Redstone doesn't usually get a lot of big updates. It's hard to say. Hello, Pumpkinhead. I need to finish this. I need to finish this. I'm starving. I should be able to hear from down here, actually. No. Ooh. But we'll keep running. I set one of those up when I was building like a big structure on one of the servers. I had a ton of music discs, so I just gotta listen to all the stuff. I did that instead of just listening to music, my own music. I'm doing alright. Pretty laid back, cause it's a laid back stream. All I'm doing is digging. Oh, fair enough. It is super late. So pop it in. Not late to me, the guy who woke up at 4 p.m. Oh. Okay. I was not expecting this. Well, I will deal with that later. I'm just gonna dig it out. I'm not even gonna bother mess with it. So thank you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This chill stream is almost over. Once I finish digging out this layer, I'm gonna go and get something to eat. And I think I'm doing. Well, you know what? You missed all the boring stuff. A lot of rambling, a lot of digging. That's it. We got a lot to do. Almost done, though. Like, given what you'd think Minecraft hardcore would be a lot more energetic, but it's really not. Well, if it is, I feel like you're playing it wrong. You go to sleep. Well, thanks for popping in, Alan. Bruh. Wait, you're not gonna watch me finish off the last of this stone? Big fan, actually. Changed my mind. When do you think I'll start a new server? I don't know, but I mean, like, I'm gonna keep going until I die. And as far as I hope, I don't die, so. Mind you, this is a solo. This is a solo hardcore. I'm playing by myself. I'm talking to chat, but that's about it. I don't know. It could be really soon if I don't pay attention. Hello, you choo tube. Today, my Minecraft hardcore, I'm digging a hole. Tomorrow, my Minecraft hardcore, I'm digging a hole. Come on. Oh, it's only taking so long because I'm nibbling around the edges. What is this for? I am digging out a cave for my nether portal. I want to be pretty expansive so I can fly right through. And I don't know, I've never done like a big scale cave, so I kind of just want to give it a shot. Strange. I think the if you don't have it loaded, I think it, even though it's like you can tell it's playing, I don't think it'll play the audio, but when the next one starts it will. But I'm gonna have it unloaded again. It doesn't matter. It's really decorative, but once you get late game in Minecraft, everything's decorative generally. Unless you want to build like the same farms over and over and over and over. I don't know. I treat Minecraft kind of like like it's my canvas. Ugh. I'm saying that jokingly, but I kind of do. Like I build all these farms as a means to an end of building better, and more interesting structures. It's just kind of hard to do that on like a short server. I guess it would be easier if like everyone else had like my same mindset, and, like everyone else all played and built like we all like built our own farm, we all used it. Usually don't last long enough. Like this world, admittedly, it's just me playing, so I have to do everything myself. This world's been going on for, say, a month. Actually, I'll say about a month. Maybe a little less. I've made a good amount of progress for a month. I don't know the exact amount of hours. I think Modrinth says I'm at over 100, but I have AFK'd for some of that, but also I didn't start using Modrinth until like several streams in. I don't really have a know exactly how much time I've spent on the. Actually, there is one way to check. Sticks. Is it? Here we go. Time with world open, 5.3 days. Okay, my pickaxe is a little hairy, but we'll make. Yeah, 356 days. Well, I mean, mind you, it's a lot easy to it's easier to like inflate your day count if you just all you do is sleep. Like you could hide in a hole and sleep, and you could get to a really high day count. Because like some nights I do sleep through and some nights I don't. So the full Minecraft day is 20 minutes, but it only takes 10 minutes to go from day to night. Gotta get awfully close to a full year though. Not like I'm gonna do anything special. I didn't do anything special. How about you play? Yeah, I mean that's The reason I started streaming this is literally just like the stream at the end of the day is my proof of that I haven't cheated, and also kind of just like a being able to stream motivates me to play more. And I can show off my. The only thing I don't like about single player worlds is like you're doing all this work literally just for yourself. So streaming kind of negates that. Even though it's still just me playing, I get the joy of showing off my work, which I feel like is like a big point of the multiplayer, is showing off what you've done. Of course, it is to do stuff with your friends, but hey. Alright, and the gas is all grown up, so if I want to come back in and start building up stuff, we are ready for that. There's gonna be a huge edge. Okay, sleep now. Thanks for coming in. I'm just gonna dump off the rest of my blocks, and I think I'm calling it. I'm starving. Yeah, so I've like, admittedly, I can't say I've recorded everything because I've AFK'd a couple of farms, but I've tried to record as whenever I like actively play, I'm recording or I'm streaming. I'm not gonna pretend like it's good content because it's me bumbling around forever. But the log is there. Because I know there exists like a million ways. I actually know Mojang is trying to make it harder to cheat in hardcore. Um, but I know there's like I think you can use like can't use like an MBT editor or something to change your death value. But so all right. Okay, I think that's all from me. I'm gonna pick this up again tomorrow. We'll probably actually start building. I might carve out a little more to smooth out some of these harsher points, smooth out the slope and all that. But we'll be back when we're back.